There is one more race that remains in the West Bay Napa Auto Parts round of 12. We know Dan West Jr. and Sean Breitzman have advanced. 2 more spots, actually correction, 6 more spots are up for grabs because the round of 12 tonight will become the round of 8 when we advance to the next round playoffs for request of Season 7 for the championship of the Northwest iRacing Truck Series. From America's home for racing, Charlotte Motor Speedway, it's time for the LSR TV 201. Presented by Swag, LiveSimRacingTV.com from the virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina, just outside of the Charlotte area vicinity. Good evening, I'm Wesley Outland, joined alongside from Spokane, Washington. It's Greg Rentz. I am officially from Durham, North Carolina, but tonight I'm in Livonia, Georgia. And joining us in the production chair, as always, the executive producer of Live Sim Racing TV, Charles Wooten in Wichita Falls, Texas. Greg, one more race remains, bud. Charlotte Motor Speedway. This should be a fun race. 200 laps, or 201 miles, 134 laps. Side, who will be the 8 drivers on to race for a championship?
Looking forward to this one, Wesley. It's a cut-off race, and the drivers have turned out in this one big time to try to put this all together. We have got a huge field of trucks here tonight in the home of racing, Charlotte, North Carolina, the home of stock car racing, ready to go for 134 laps. So many trucks in the field. Only 2 of them are safe moving into the round of 8. We know who they are. That's Breitzman and West. The rest of them, they got work to do to try to get themselves into the round of 8.
Charlotte Motor Speedway, let's take a look at the weather conditions presented by SawBlade.com right now, as this will be a daytime race here at Charlotte. And you can show it here for the virtual simulator on partly cloudy skies. The sun is out right now. Temperature outside is 83 degrees virtually. A wind blowing at 13, now 14 miles per hour, and the track temperature 96 degrees, almost 13 degrees warmer than the ambient temperature. What's that going to be like when we qualify and run the race tonight, Greg?
With the temperature being the way it is, it's going to be very, very slippery out there. A lot of drivers were saying, hey, my setup's kind of loose. And they say my setup, not the setup, because in the trucks, it's open setup. You can run whatever setup you want so long as it hits the little green button up at the top that says it passed tech. As long as it passes tech, you can run it. So a lot of drivers were saying, hey, my setup's kind of loose out there. We're trying to hold on to it right now. So with the hot track temperature and a loose setup, that's going to make it very difficult for some of these drivers to try and hold on, especially in qualifying when you've only got 2 laps and cold tires going out there. The first qualifying laps are going to be interesting.
So let's take a look at point standings right now for the trucks. Dan West Jr. and Sean Breitzman, we mentioned them when we came on the air. Those drivers have now advanced to the round of 8. For everyone else behind Stephen Paulison, down the line to John Nottenbacher, these drivers are going to fight and claw their way to advance into those 8 positions. Storylines, for instance, Dan Lowther, he is on the cusp of so many times being there at the end. He's on the outside looking in. Tyler, so many times winning in this truck series. He has to survive by virtue of either winning or by point go into the next 8. So right now, Dan Lowther is on that bubble of the number 8 position by virtue of points, but that can all change. A story in John Nottenbacher, Greg, who's not raced since Atlanta. He is back. He has a chance to race, and if he wins, the number 12 seed becomes the number 3 seed. He advances to the playoffs.
So Nottenbacher in must-win territory to get himself into the round of 8 after missing 2 races. As you see the playoff breakdown right there on your screen, who is going to pick up the win here tonight, and will we see another driver lock themselves in? But Wesley, I'm looking right at that 8th spot right there. Dan Lowther, Ryan Maines tied for 7th, which means also tied for 8th. The final playoff cutoff spot is tied right now. Corey Walters lurking just 8 points back. So no one is safe here moving in to this final round.
No, by no means. Nobody is safe whatsoever. You are going to have to fight and claw your way to this battle to try to advance. There is a field of that are here. They will be qualifying when we return. From Charlotte Motor Speedway, this is coverage of the West Bay Napa Auto Parts Playoffs on LSR TV and CRN.
ETE Reman is the world's best remanufacturer of transmissions for import and domestic cars and trucks. Based in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, our customers are repair shops, auto parts stores, dealerships, and distributors. And with 6 nationwide warehouses, we're where and when you need us. So when you're looking for a transmission that is like new, only better, instill confidence and install ETE Reman.
Here is Charlotte qualifying, about to get underway for the drivers of the LSR TV 201. They will shake them down here and prepare to put their best lap of speed on course. The number 41, Stephen O'Hare, through the dog leg on the clock in real time, 29.763 seconds. Going to be round out to a 764 as a second lap on the clock right now. Stephen O'Hare will go to the top of the board. The drivers in blue, those are the drivers that are in the round of 12 playoffs. The drivers with the 2 bold green are in the round of 8 by virtue of winning West Junior and Sean Breitzman, Greg.
Those are your drivers going for it. Whoa, Brock Denny with a big slide off of turn number 4 on his second qualifying lap. Second on the board right now to Stephen O'Hare, but Denny going for a slide in that number 64 right there, the Tucker Dog Special that we've come to call it. There's Hayden Plybon in the number 57, and then we're looking at a playoff driver there, Stephen Paulison, the 58, the Jim Bean driver right now, trying to go out and lay down a qualifying lap. He's a playoff driver, Wesley, as evident by that blue windshield banner, courtesy of our friends at West Bay Napa Auto Parts, and the blue spoiler on the back.
The blue ticker on the top of the window sill, and the blue spoiler. It acknowledges the drivers that are in the West Bay Napa Auto Parts playoffs. So those drivers that you see with the blue that Greg mentioned are ones that are in the cusp of running for the championship. And right now, Stephen Paulison in truck number 8. He's in the round of 12. Will he advance to the round of 8 at night's end? Cross the line. Paulison will climb into the top 10 with overall 30.201 seconds. And he's got another lap of speed to remain himself, Greg.
Trying to get himself into the round of 8. And he has had a great run here this playoffs, Wesley, including a podium finish at Watkins Glen in the trucks. He needed that one moving forward, and I believe he had a great run in Richmond last week, if memory serves correct as well. So he has done a fantastic job coming alive here in the playoffs. Right now, 14 drivers have taken time, all chasing Stephen O'Hare right now. But as you can see, look at the just numbers, or look at the names up there. So many great drivers in the field here tonight. Going to be a awesome showing here tonight to see who can get it up there.
Yeah, it looks like right now we can only show you 28 trucks on the scoring pylon. There might be more than that. A great field of truck count here at Charlotte as the 34, Dennis Moore, gets a little loose. Bounced off the concrete virtually on the back straightaway. He'll stall it. And a tough break there for the 34 as Moore will have to come back out and reset. Here comes Cole Raz. Got very acquainted with him at Richmond on Monday night. The number 10, and he's going to kill it. 11th overall, 30.440 seconds for Cole Raz. And comes Jeff Stab now. And by virtue of not winning races, he has not advanced yet to the round of 8. But can I also remind you, he has won here at Charlotte, and he does have, I believe, enough points to at least confidently advance to the round of 8, as long as he doesn't have anything catastrophic happen. The Waltz Beard Co. LSR TV number 24 tonight at Charlotte.
Needs to have a good run here tonight to stay clean, and he will move on to the round of 8. Your winner back here in the spring, the late race duel with Sean Breitzman. We all remember how that one turned out, though.
Yes,
There's
sir.
a little bit of fenders flaring in that one. So Jeff Stabnow trying to sweep the season here at Charlotte, but needs a big run here tonight because he's also trying to lock himself into the playoffs. Round of 8. He's 11th on the board right now in this one, just behind his teammate John Nottenbacher in the 89. All still chasing Tyler King up now at the top of the charts. Look at that, Wesley. It's a 1-2-3 for Beaver State Racing right now up at the top.
King, O'Hare, Moore overcoming his problems earlier, and he'll qualify. Now Stabnow from Montana will move to the number 3 position. 29.800 seconds puts Stabnow the 3rd. 4 will fall back to 4th. Here comes Chris White. He was on the pole at Richmond the other night for the Northwest Cup Series event. We'll see what he can do in the SimStar truck number 83 this evening.
So Chris White, playoff driver in the Cup Series, but not a playoff driver in the Truck Series. He might be using these truck races as the playoffs as practice, Wesley, for the Cup race coming up here on Monday, the big cutoff race coming up here on a Monday night. Going to be fun to see what's going to happen with Chris White on Monday, but tonight getting some practice in. Several Cup playoff drivers in that same boat right now, entering this truck race just to get a little more practice time, as well as some drivers who we haven't seen all year trying to make a name for themselves and get ready for next year.
Chris White, there he is. Down the back straightaway. Let's see what he can do. And the number 83, here he comes, the Ford out of turn 4 through the double dog leg here at Charlotte. To the stripe. Chris White, where will he end up? To 12th. 30.068, but he's got another lap left to spare. He's on gas to the back straightaway. Final shot into 3. Where will he make his move? He'll go to the bottom of the apron here, right below the double white line as he comes through out of 4. Almost smashes off the wall to the dog leg. Cross the stripe. Will he improve? No. 30.063. Quicker on his second lap, but still puts him in the top 12, Greg Rance.
So trying to get some practice in for the Cup race on Monday. This is Wayne Rick in the number 69 coming out, joining the series a few weeks ago in the Monster Energy entry, just trying to come out, log some laps, and build some momentum up for next year. One of several drivers in that boat that are trying to do it. Wayne Rick looking for a bounce back after a disappointing race on Monday in the Cup Series at Richmond. Here at Charlotte tonight, trying to do a little bit more here on this one as he crosses the line. He will be the 26th driver to take time, and he goes 22nd on that one with a 30.643. Wayne Rick, 22nd on the board right now. 26 trucks have timed in. 34 entries in the field tonight, Wesley. 34 of them.
What a truck count. What a car count we had the other night at Richmond for the Northwest iRacing Cup Series in their final penultimate race in the round of 12. And they will have their final race in the round of 12 here at Charlotte Monday night, 11:15 Eastern time. But for the trucks, it's their final race here tonight.
Of the round of 12.
Of the round of 12, yes. And then we move into 8 drivers that will fight for the championship in the round of 8. The championship is long to be decided until January 2021. Qualifying has concluded. It looks like it's Tyler King, the racetrack king. That'll be the fast qualifier. 29.743 seconds. What a lap for him in 44.
Yeah, Nice lap for Tyler King in the number 44. Great run for him. Gets a much needed pole position here to build some momentum. He's fighting for his playoff life as well, Wesley.
And we're going to grab him real quickly and get an interview with the driver of the number 44 machine, the racetrack king, Tyler King, 44, looking for his first win. Could it be tonight at Charlotte? Tyler King, what a lap. You're on the pole.
Yeah, we got a fast pickup. The boys at Beaver State Racing were working hard this week. We got some fast machines, and hopefully we can put the whole thing together and finish up front.
It's going to be a fun race, 200 miles. What's it going to take to be there at the end? Final question.
Well, first of all, we got to survive. We got to advance. We got to do our best to help out our teammate there, Stefan, get on through and go for this title next couple weeks.
All right. There is Tyler King. Thank you, buddy. We'll end with you a time or two as we are ready to go. Let's give you your starting lineup presented by ComServe Wireless real quickly on the pole. Tyler King, Stephen O'Hare, row number 1. Row number 2 here in Charlotte, Jeff Stabnow, Dennis Moore, 34, row 2 in your top 4 starters.
West Family Racing's Dan West Jr. has 2 straight wins in the series entering tonight with Dennis Moore, the 4th driver of this team. Dennis Moore's son, brother, we don't know, but Dean Moore rolling off in the 33 in 6th. The playoff drivers who are tied for position entering tonight, tie for 7th. They start 7th and 8th as well. Ryan Maines and Dan Lowther, row 4.
Row number 5 is going to find Devin West in the 5, the Cup winner at Richmond on Monday night. Dan Anderson, 37. He will start in 10th in row number 5. Row number 6 will find Kevin Smith in the 00 to his outside. Richmond pole winner, Chris White. He'll start 12th in the number 3.
Playoff driver Corey Walters rolls off in the 13th position in the Hooters number 9 car with James Vining, the Catman, to his outside in 14th. The Tucker Dog Special, Brock Denny, going to roll off here in the 50th position with John Nottenbacher. Must win tonight to get into the playoffs of round of 8. He starts 16th.
Row number 9, start 58, Stephen Paulson, 17th and 18th as Southwest driver. He's in the number 10, start 18th. In your top 20 as the field begins to roll will be Brett Johnson in the 7 and Wayne Rick in car number 69, row 10.
Patrick Clark will roll off in the number 36, starting 21st position, with Bruce Lee Weaver just missed out on the playoffs in the number 40, 22nd. Hayden Plybon going to roll off in the 23rd position. He's number 55 on screen, 57 on your ticker, with Bryce Beatty to his outside in truck number 70.
Row number 13 will find Joshua Beal in the 112 to his outside. Sean Breitzman, he's already in the playoffs for the round of 8. He's in the 46. He'll start 26th. Starting in row 14, 27th, Tidrick in 72. Carl Burke in the 53 to the outside. Your top 28 and your top 30. Ray Fournier in 26. B. Ritters in 23.
Rounding out the field, here's we get set to go green are Tom Green and Robert Gamble, 31st and 32nd. Shotgun on the field will be Dylan Kane and Frank Harris, and it does not look like Dylan Kane made it to grid tonight, so Frank Harris going to round out, looks like 33 trucks that take the green flag.
This race will be 201 miles, 134 laps in the daytime here in Charlotte. The wind's blowing. Track temperature at 100 degrees, 83 degrees virtually on the ambient temperature. The pace car pulls in. They'll make their way to the Toyota restart zone in the starter box, ready to come to the starting line. Ladies and gentlemen, virtual race final event in the round of 12 underway at Charlotte. We're underway. They're on it. They're sending it. The truck's underway. Truck, yeah. Charlotte, yeah. Playoffs, yeah. What a show, yeah. And out in front, the racetrack king, Tyler King, following back to second. Stephen O'Hare moves to the lead in 41. And Stab now trying to go for the bridesmaid spot to the inside into 3 and carrying Dan West Jr. with them on the bottom.
Stab now trying to get up into the second spot. He will clear. So move Jeff Stab now up in the second. The winner in the spring trying to sweep the season here at Charlotte and go on to the round of 8. Needs to get up there around Stephen O'Hare to do it as he's bringing Dan West Jr. with him. Remember, West has 2 straight wins in this series entering tonight.
So bottom line, here it is. If you win, just like Sean Breitzman or Dan West Jr. has already done, advance in to the round of 8 for the West Bay Napa Auto Parts playoffs. If you do not win, you need to be as consistent as you pick off as many trucks as you can, as many positions as you can, Greg, because that will advance you to at least getting those positions 3 through 8 to advance into the playoffs.
And I'm watching the 13 and the 63. That's going to be the battle I'm keeping my eye on through the course of the night, Wesley. Ryan Maines and Dan Lowther, because they were tied for that final playoff position entering tonight. Well, not tied for the final playoff position, but they were both just above the cut line, 7th and 8th in a tie. So I'm watching the 2 of them to see how things go for them moving forward in this race to see if they can get themselves both above the cut line safely.
And by the way, then you have storylines like John Nottenbacher. Yes, we got one below the apron. Truck number 70 in problems. Still under green. Problems on the number 70 truck. That's Bryce Beatty. He's
coming
down
to a
below
stop.
the apron. He's going to stall it. No caution. He goes to the pit lane. And we will stay green.
So Bryce Beatty looks like he's unfortunately going to be the first truck out of this one on pit road in the number 70. Stephen O'Hare continues to lead. Tyler King led the first lap. Since then, it's been all his teammates, Stephen O'Hare in the number 41. All 3 drivers there of Beaver State Racing up in the top 5. Dean Moore joining the team this week as well. We haven't seen Dean in quite a bit of time in his Washington Nationals truck. Here he is running in the top 10 as well. Battle for second breaking out as Dan West Jr. to the inside of Stab now.
Look at this battle. And again, we mentioned these drivers like Dan West Jr. And Greg, honestly, you literally can say you've won. Hang back. They don't have that type of personality. They want to win. They want to win as many races as they can. As a matter of fact, Dan West Jr., 2 in a row.
Yeah, West Jr. 2 in a row leads the series and wins here in the number 55, but trying to get up around Stephen O'Hare. O'Hare with 3 wins on the year in his number 41 to try to get as many as he can here moving forward in the West Bay Napa Auto Parts playoffs. Just trying to get up there and lead some laps and try to put this thing away early is the 41 of O'Hare to try to get himself a big enough lead that he can just cruise, but Dan West Jr. is not going to make it easy for him in that number 55. Meanwhile, the teammates behind them go in the battle a little bit there as Dennis Morse to the inside of Tyler King.
Remember, in the first 3 races of the West Bay Napa Auto Parts playoffs, the opening round, in the round of 12, Sean Breitzman won at Atlanta. Then Dan West Jr. went on to win at Watkins Glen and at Richmond.
And he
right
just
now he sits to the lead. Yes, sir.
Dan West Jr. to the lead here at Charlotte. But look at O'Hare with the crossover with help from Jeff Stab now in the 24. He backs off just a little bit. O'Hare comes fighting back. Remember, West has not gotten back to the line yet. And the caution is out. We got problems right behind him. Dennis Moore and Tyler King.
Wow, the pole truck. Tyler King, 34. Dennis Moore, he had problems in practice earlier as well. And the yellow flag will come out.
Take a look at what happened. Devin West back here as well. 3-time winner this season, also in the 5. gets around King, going off into turn number 3, and ooh.
Oh, Devin West. Oh,
I think he
man.
just caught the apron and it just knocked him up into more. Ooh. And Kevin Smith just
Big
barely
save by
squeezed
everyone
by.
else to get on the binders to miss him for sure. Yeah, let's watch it one more time at another angle. This is on board with Dan Lowther.
Take a look at what Dano saw in the number 63.
Listen to this.
Yeah, right there, Devin West just barely clips the apron, and whoo, look out, look out, look out. How in the world did he do that?
Driving by 63 of Lowther. Wow.
Unbelievable job. And he, remember, Wesley is one of those drivers who is looking for a playoff spot here.
He does.
In this
Yes, sir.
one. He is trying.
They're wrecking on pit road. Crash on pit road. Is that Chris White? Yes, it is. An 83. And there's more trucks backing up, trying to get back to their pit stall. He's going to go in reverse to try to get to pit road. And while that goes on, the rest of the cavalry's Xing. Here is a swag replay of a pit crash under caution.
Anderson right behind
did Anderson
White.
give him a bump?
No, they.
Oh, he turned into
yes,
it.
he did. Oh, wow.
Anderson looks like he missed his pit stall.
Nope.
Greg, and
No,
then,
tires
then
going
he
up.
turned right
He's
into
good.
the 83.
Anderson slid into his pit stall. He knew exactly where he was going. Unfortunately, the 83 was right there as well. That's
And
going
look
to
at
cost
Chris
them all
White
a
just
lot of
having
time.
tried so hard to get up there, and then he fixes his truck, and he gets in the pits. Man. Let's watch this one more time, shall we? Let's try to watch this one more time, the replay. And I'm wondering. Let's see here. Let's find truck 83. Chris White, there he is. And Anderson it looked like Chris was committed to his pit stop, to his pit box. Anderson, I don't think he knew where he was going. There they go. Look, man.
No, I saw what happened there.
There's Chris White's pit stop box.
Well,
He's in pit box 12.
Anderson started making his move, and White realized he was going to miss his pit stall, and he cut to the left there to try to make it into his pit stall because he's actually in pit stall 13.
That's right.
I believe, not 12.
So he's in pit box 12.
Oh, he is in pit box 12. So
yes, he is. Yeah.
White saw and he realized he was about to drive past it, so he cut in. Anderson had already started making his move into the pit stall because he's up there in pit stall 10, and unfortunately, they just got together.
So, in a nice way of saying it, it's Chris White's fault.
I wouldn't necessarily throw blame, but
it's his error, if you want to call it that. Talking baseball, it's his error.
Got word that Bryce Beatty is done for the day. Anderson and White
under caution,
talking about it.
Under caution, still at Charlotte. Corey Walters, Hooter Wings for Charles Wooten. He's in the lead. Quick break from Charlotte. When we return, the West Bay Napa Auto Parts Playoffs. LSR TV and Sierra Sports when we come back. Ready for the restart coming up here at Charlotte. Welcome back to our coverage of the West Eye Racing Truck Series, season number 7 of the West Bay Napa Auto Parts Playoffs on your home for Central Racing Live, simracingtv.com. Those that are listening on CRN, we are CRN.com, or the replays. Greg Rentz, Wesley Outland, Charles Wood in the production chair. We'll get ready to go back for the restart lap. 15 complete when they work their way back to the Toyota restart zone out of turn number 4. Pace car lights are off for the Mustang. It's going to drop onto the pit lane through the double dog leg. Here they come with now Stephen O'Hare and Dan West Jr. setting the pace. O'Hare back in the restart zone. Green back in the air. Quick jump away from Dan West Jr. He advanced to the round of 8. He'll scamper like an alley cat in a dark alley into turn 1.
Tyler King stuck on the outside there, trying to get things settled down. Stab now to the inside of him. They almost get together there off of turn number 4. Devin West, Ryan Maines lurking there. And look at, once again, surprise, surprise, Maines and Lowther have found each other once again. Nose to tail in this one. Dean Moore right behind Lowther here in the 34-3, trying to hold on. Then you got the Arizona boy, Cole Raz, resides in Lake Oswego, Oregon, but he races down in Arizona. He's up in the top 10 with John Nottenbacher, who is in must-win territory in that pink number 89.
John Nottenbacher had a pretty dismal race at Atlanta. And he said, and I quote, he actually finished on the podium, if I remember. He finished in the top 3. And he said, and I quote, I'm moving to Phoenix. I'm going to miss a couple of weeks. I'm going to have to thrash when I come to Charlotte for the final race in the round of 12 to try to advance to the round of 8. Could he do it? Nottenbacher has been a strong truck, and we got a caution. Trouble. Trucks in turn 1.
Toby Ritter's in the 33 involved in this one. Take a look at the swag replay. What put us under our second caution of the day?
Second yellow flag here at Charlotte. Let's find out. Toby Ritter's. Oh, it looks like the 69.
Right there.
Well, that's way in front of him.
Full contact with Patrick Clark.
Oh, wow, 36.
36.
36 helped him around, and that's Patrick Clark.
Taking a look from the drone cam, all aerial coverage again brought to you by All American Pools. Taking a look at what happened. You see Clark kind of check up there on the bottom, and ooh, some net code as well. Saw it on the replay there. That's unfortunate when something like that happens here. It's just one of those things you have to contest with here on the iRacing server.
So caution coming out just as quickly as we got back to green. Stephen O'Hare, Dan West Jr., Jeff Stabnow, Tyler King, Devin West. And to be honest with you, Greg, I don't think anybody is going to be coming down the pit road 20 laps in because they just pitted a few moments ago.
Now we saw the drivers kind of think about coming down, but I don't think I saw anyone actually turn left here on this one. So still too early to pit there after everyone else already came down after that first set. I don't think we're going to see pit stops for a couple more cautions. Maybe if we have a long green flag stretch coming up here, we'll see a caution and we'll see a pit stop.
Well, well, well. Looking at the 41, Stephen O'Hare and his statistics as we parade under the caution flag. He's one of those drivers that are currently in the number 5 seed, looking for his first win of the season. Mr. Consistency with no wins, no poles, 7 top 5s and 17 top 10s. He sits for Beaver State Racing in the number 5 seed. 190 points back to Dan West Jr. and Sean Breitzman in the playoffs. He wins. He advances.
he's going to need it here tonight to try to get himself into the playoffs. And that's unfortunately what happens sometimes with the playoffs. You just got to go and do what you got to do sometimes in the real world, and unfortunately it just sets you back in your other goals you have. And unfortunately he's in that spot right now, trying to hit as many spots as he can and hope for the best.
Sure. Yes. Tomorrow night, Charles Wooten, brand new Sennheiser headsets, like what I use, will be in the broadcast booth, Greg, because you're taking off and we're going to my home track, Southern National Motorsports Park, where I got my career started 24 years ago.
Yeah, I'm bummed I'm going to miss out on that one, but I am looking forward to catching it here on LSR TV. Going to catch the replay because I'm not able to do it live. I'm going to catch the replay on this one tomorrow night from the high banks of Kenley, and looking forward to seeing that one with the American iRacing League legend cars and super late models.
Gonna be a fun time. We'll be live at 8:30 Eastern time tomorrow night. American iRacing League. Hey, don't forget also coming up on Sunday, is it Iowa Speedway? I'll make sure I'm back for that one on pit road. I want to be your Joe's Racing Products pit reporter.
The iRacing.com Northwest Tour. Presented by
Joe's Racing Products. Yes, sir. And that's going to be at Iowa Speedway, Rusty Wallace's 7/8 mile track.
Looking forward to that one. That's always one of the most popular races of the season with the tour. They've always put on fantastic racing here in Iowa, and looking forward to seeing it all come together Sunday night with the super late models at Iowa.
The lights are off on the pace car. Ready to come back for the restart.
No. Oh no, I just got an update on what happened with Bryce Beatty and why the motor let go. Forgot to take the qualifying tape off of the number 70, and the car, the truck overheated. Oh no.
No.
One of those mistakes that's so easy to make. It just slips out of your mind, out of sight, out of mind, and unfortunately it bit Bryce Beatty there. That's going to be a tough one to swallow.
Green flag back in the restart zone. Yes, sir. Green flag. 22 laps in. Working lap 23. O'Hare, West, King, Stabnow, West, Mains. 5 drivers. Actually, correction, 6 drivers in the playoffs. One with the win in Dan West Jr. going back to the lead on King where he left off earlier. He'll go back to the point out of turn 4. King hung out to dry. Stephen O'Hare there as well. O'Hare to the outside, trying to get back on the whole shot. King is with him. Here comes Stabnow. And there's another caution on the speedway. Yellow flag number 3 at Charlotte. Bruce Lee Weaver and others in the grass.
Take a look at the swag replay of what happened here. Back here with Dennis Moore in the 34 on the door. Patrick Clark up there as well. Moore goes up top. Ooh, Clark had to check up there. I think Clark broke loose. Everyone gets through right now.
Big trouble. Moore, Clark in the Weaver. Granger, for those who know how to get it done, they better get to work on getting it repaired. Damage on the number 40, Bruce Lee Weaver. And he's another one of those drivers that just tried everything they could to make it into the playoffs and come up shy.
Remember the drive that he had at Talladega, talking about Bruce Lee Weaver in the trucks, trying to get himself into the playoffs? That was one heck of a performance by him. And Unfortunately, came up just a little bit short, but that was the race that we knew that Bruce Lee Weaver was going all out for it. Will we see trucks on pit road? Oh, the Snake's saying the fake out. Dan Lowder coming down pit road. Going to be the first truck on.
The only truck, actually, Dan Lowder on pit lane. By the way, this is round 29 of the season. In the penultimate, or actually the final race of the round of 12. $35 rounds total. Of 35, 5 rounds remain after this race tonight.
Hard to believe that we're getting down to the nitty-gritty and end of the truck season, and what a season it's been, Wesley. It has been one heck of a show all year long. Hard to believe it's coming to an end.
And by the way, they don't take that long off. What do they take off? 3 weeks, 2 weeks? Then they turn around and they come back and they do it again.
Month at the most. Month at the most.
Take off about a month. We need to have an all-star race. I didn't say it. We need an all-star race. We will be beginning our 5th season with the Northwest Series on LSR TV in 2021. This is their 4th consecutive season, season 5 coming up.
You want an all-star race. You know what I want to see? I want to see an all-star race, yes, at the Northwest, but I want to throw in our friends at the Ezra Pro Series and the SNB Cup Series.
Yeah.
I want them in there as well. I want an LSR TV all-star cup race, and we'll figure out a track that works for everybody. We'll throw it together, and we'll say, hey, who's the best of the best in LSR TV? 3 classes. Send us your best 10 drivers. We'll put 30 cars out there for, 100, 150 laps somewhere. We'll have a dang show here in this one. Top 10 in points from each series come out for a special all-star race. Let's go. Let's do it. Yeah,
I think it would be ARCA race would be cool, and do it like North Wilkesboro
Wilkesboro or Nashville. Nashville.
Sure. Nashville's a good idea. Heck yeah.
Let's do it. You know what?
That's a good idea.
I'm laying the gauntlet down. We're going to do this. This is going to happen on LSR TV. We're going to make this happen.
Shout out to Robert Moyer Jr. from Freaky Fast. He is checking out the broadcast after working another broadcast earlier tonight and says, good job, boys. Always great. LSR TV and DRN listening. Robert, Charles told me to tell you he hasn't wrecked it yet, but just he's bound to do anything. So, back inside the Toyota restart zone for the 3rd attempt of a restart. Green back in the air. Dan West Jr. scampers away from the field. On the restart, turn 1. Hole shot, give it to West. O'Hare, King. Snap now. Devin West, top 5. Devin West, he's on that momentum train, Greg. He won the Cup race at Richmond on Monday night.
Finally got that first Cup win he's been looking for in a caution. Oh, it's a big one. Nottenbacher. That
one of
might
the drivers.
End it. Got the fast
that
repair.
Had the win.
Got the fast repair still available, but that's going to make his playoffs
hard.
Hail Mary. It's gonna be a Hail Mary at this point for the 89. Let's see what happened here. Dean Moore behind him. I think that's BJ Tidrick up there, and Moore.
33 turned him.
Yeah, Dean Moore
got into
unfortunately
him.
getting up there. Oh, and Corey Walters, another playoff driver.
Wow.
Who's trying to fight for survival, gets caught up as well.
Man, oh man. Dean Moore, Corey Walters get into the number 89. John Nottenbacher. Watch this replay presented by Swag. We're on board with Corey Walters. He was in 31st. Look at this. Oh, look out, look out. Oh! Oh, I just made my neck snap. Medic, I need the neck brace. Oh my goodness.
Hey, you need a
What
leg cast,
hit.
you need a neck brace. What all you got going on over there, bud?
Hush. Whoa, 23 up under the trunk of the 26.
Well, hi.
Rudy Ritter's up under the 26 of Ray Fournier's junk in his trunk.
Oh, he's just checking on him and let him know if he's got any damage there. No, you're good.
It's all right. It's just flooded. You'll be okay. Oh, caution. 30 laps. Oh, it's too early. It's too early. 30 laps in. We're going to take a quick break under caution from Charlotte. We're going to go side by side. Back with more in a moment.
We're based out of West Monroe, Louisiana. We do custom T-shirts, racing. We'll do any shirt. We'll do schools, churches, fundraisers. We do a ton of event shirts, as you can see on our board here, all around our banner. Personalized. I mean, we'll do anything. It doesn't matter to us. We got the custom rugs. We use all the, top quality shirts, inks and everything. Hoodies, hats. We do embroidered hats, embroidered shirts. Just you can call us for anything. We do offer the bag and fold to where you can receive them and they're already labeled and tagged and bagged, ready to give out to your customer and stuff. So you just call us and just tell us, hey, this is what we're looking at doing, and if we're going to put the car on there, it is 125 quantity minimum. If it's without the car, it's 60 quantity minimum. That's strictly on the racing stuff. If it's a business or something, if you race on Texas shirts, it's a little bit differently. You can call us. It just depends on your quantity and ink colors. Everything is hand drawn. I mean, everything. We don't Photoshop anything onto a shirt or anything like that. Everything that we go through, everything is drawn, and which is the reason for the art fees. We do have several graphic artists that draw for us, and they're really good. So what we do is on any package that you do, we can mix and match. We can do any colors. You can do purple, red, blue, green, and do the rest black. It doesn't matter to us. With your design on there, we can do hoodies. We can do hoodies, long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, tank tops. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's almost limitless what you can do, and you can put all that together in that package to make that minimum requirements. They can call us 318-278-7191, or they can email us at bulletprooftees at yahoo.com, or they can go to the website bulletprooftees.com.
Back inside the Toyota restart zone, green flag back in the air. You see the sawblade.com top 5, and we are back to it again with Dan West Jr. pulling away from the pack of the restart. Stephen O'Hare, Tyler King, Jeff Stabnow, Ryan Maines trying to do what he needs to do, Greg. We mentioned him in the Atari 13 to advance into the round of 8.
It's a good run in the Atari 13. On the outside of him, though, is Cole Raz in the number 10, making his truck debut here tonight. He's having a solid run in the number 10, trying to get up now underneath Stabnow as he's able to clear Ryan Maines. Dan Lowther was the only driver to pit 2 cautions ago, and here he is trying to work his way back into the top 15 now to the inside of Hayden Plybon in the number 55 on screen, but number 57 on the ticker. Lowther trying to get to the bottom, one truck down on the apron. That's Corey Walters just trying to stay out of the way as the field works their way around. They're all chasing West Jr. in the 55.
Dan West Jr. Oh, we got one up in the fence out of turn 3 and 4, the 112. Holding it together, staying out of trouble. That's Beal.
As Josh Beal in the 112. Up there with Plybon. Couple State Line Speedway late model drivers along with the Meridian Speedway Breedstock / late model driver. There's 2 late model drivers at State Line Speedway right there, and then you find one of the hottest legend drivers in the Northwest right now, Devin West in the 5, return to legend cars, going after Tyler King, and Cole Raz right there behind him in the number 10.
Eric Cheney in the chat box. Wesley killed any chairs lately? No, but I think you have, Big Bird.
Oh boy, I didn't say it, he did. That's
5
fired.
laps in.
I hope you realize
35 laps in.
I hope you realize every time you say Big Bird, I get an earful from him after the race. Partly
It's your
my fault
fault.
because
You're
I'm
the one
the
that said-
it's
what
my
it said
fault
was
because
his
I'm the one that
nickname
told you
was.
the story. I'm the one that told the story, but
Big Bird.
yeah.
Sunny day. Da-da-da. Hi, I'm Big Bird.
Oh boy. It's about to go off
West
the rails, folks.
Junior.
It's not there yet, but we're going there.
Oh, it's after midnight. We're going to let it all hang out, at least Eastern time.
We're going to have a battle here for 10th position between Caden Anderson, who's had a nice recovery into number 37, Harvest Chevrolet Silverado. Right behind him is the Tucker Dog Special, Brock Denny, into number 64.
He said dead man. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Is that communicating a threat? Life is in danger.
That's more directed towards me, bud.
Oh, okay, good. Well, yeah. Well, I'll be at your funeral virtually.
You'll be at my funeral virtually.
just make
That
sure
a
they
Zoom
put
call?
it on Zoom or something, you know?
I was going to say, is that a Zoom call?
Hey, well, we're working on an LSR TV podcast, so we'll just do the podcast live from your funeral.
Sweet. I demand the Undertaker music.
Play taps and everything.
Oh, boy. I said, oh, boy.
Yeah.
Dan West Jr. leading the way.
Oh.
Stephen O'Hare second. King West Stab now. BJ Tidrick up in the 6th position in this one. Hey, Wesley. JD needs your address for a Christmas card.
He said,
JD
Leslie,
needs
I need your
for a
address.
Christmas card.
No, because I think you're trying to bring back anthrax or something.
Send him Charles Wooten's Christmas
Oh, there you go.
address.
Okay, that'll work. Yeah.
Send him an order of taco wings.
I'm going to send you Charles's address, okay, Eric?
Oh, Charles is like, I have it.
I ain't afraid of y'all. Bring it on, fool. Bring it on.
Our producer is getting ready. He's already got the next group booked and everything. We're going to play
got
Uno
what
at
now?
the funeral. Yeah, he's got the
We're going
next
to play
group
Uno
ready.
at the funeral. I love Uno.
Yeah. That's going to be an episode of the podcast, by the way. I'm going to push forward. When the LSR TV podcast starts, check us out for more details. Whoa, Dan Louder, close to the wall. On LSR TV, LiveSimRacingTV.com. I'll have more details in the coming weeks on when that does indeed happen. One of those I'm going to push for it is just going to be us playing Uno and yelling at each other.
Uno! Except we don't play Uno. We play Ole.
Ole.
Like Roy Grande.
Where
Ole.
is he
We just
tonight?
yell Ole. Hey,
Where is he tonight?
I don't know where
No
he's
taco tonight. No taco.
at. Ole!
Battle going on once again. This time, Brock Denny under pressure from Dennis Moore, with Dan Lowther right behind him. Lowther and Denny working together here tonight for Northwest Thunder. Denny also with Caden Anderson and company, and the caution is out once again.
Yellow flag. What is this, like the 5th one?
Who knows?
Charles, how dare you? You better not give him my address.
Caution's out. Swag replay. Oh, Dennis Moore and Bruce Lee Weaver. Or Dean Moore and Bruce Lee Weaver on screen. Up. Pink. Oh.
Oh,
That-
no!
That, Wesley,
For
is
the
what you
ones
call
who get it done,
dead stop.
Granger.
That's what you call a Stranger Granger right there. He went in the
Let's
wall
run
hard.
on board with Bruce Lee Weaver.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
And let's rest our voices. Let's listen to the rumble and the crashes and the thumbs and the bangs and the dings. Listen to the. Wow. I believe I can fly. Hey, by the way, coming up in December 11th and 12th, over $6,000 in purse money is up for grabs for the inaugural Power Eye Midget Nationals. It'll be at Falls Fairbury American Legion Speedway, December 11th and 12th. Get signed up today at Power Eye Midget Nationals, livesimracingtv.com. Click on the link, and we have pit stops, Greg, going on.
The entire field on pit road. One coming away, Stephen O'Hare gonna win the race off pit road in the 41, so he's gonna take the lead back. The 41.
Okay.
O'Hare win the race off of pit road. There's Sean Breitzman. We haven't talked about him yet. Wesley in the 46. He won a race to get himself into the round of 8. He won in Atlanta earlier in the season. Right. I don't know, earlier today. What am I talking about?
No, you're right.
No, he didn't win that race earlier today. He won it earlier in the season. Earlier today. Breitzman did.
Yeah, earlier. Yeah, where are you at?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out your address for a Christmas card for Cheney.
No, you better not. Leave me alone. Anybody to know where I live?
You're in North Carolina. I know that. Sean Breitzman coming down pit road.
I'm a rambling man. You know I travel all over. Come on.
I'm getting there too. I get to travel around the Northwest quite a bit. Here under caution, you're watching the 46 of Breitzman take his pit stop, so he will restart at the tail end of the field here. Stephen O'Hare, the race leader in the 41. Saw the 9 of Corey Walters. He stayed out for the wave around, so he's going to get himself back on the lead lap, I believe, in the number 9. Got to check timing and scoring for that one. No, he is 2 laps down, so he will be 1 lap down. Or, nope, he's going to stay 2 laps down here. This is to put himself 2 laps down in the number 9. So that's what's going on with the 9 cars. You watch Breitzman go off. Let's talk about Breitzman because he just tied, Wesley. He tied Mark Walls for the all-time win list in series history at 53 wins. What a performance here by this one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Wesley. Danny has family in North Carolina.
Who does?
Danny does.
Big Bird.
Did you hear the fear in his face or his voice right there? He was like, oh no.
I want him to try to come find me.
All he's gotta
Wesley
do is
needs to make a trip up to the Northeast for the Thompson 300 next year.
Thompson,
Connecticut?
Modified. Yeah, modified.
Oh, yeah. I've been there before.
Brown.
I used to go there a long time ago with ISMA. I used to be one of the announcers with my buddy Paul Small for the ISMA Super Modifieds, and that used to be one of the coolest tracks to go to was Thompson, Connecticut. Yeah.
I was going to say, that's the Super Mods, right? Yeah, ISMA.
Yes, the ISMA Super Mods, yep. The fastest cars on pavement ever.
Lights are out on the pace car.
It'll be coming up on lap number 50. Still a long way to go here. 201 miles. 134 laps in the LSR TV 201. This race is brought to you by Live Sim Racing.
And Sesame Street.
Details. And the letter E. Eric. Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
All I have to do is follow the path of broken chairs.
Oh, he's got you there, bud.
In y'all's defense, in defense of Eric, I've literally stand up all night calling races. I don't even want to sit in the chair because I'm afraid it's gonna break. Okay, you're supposed to have faith in 4 legs. I'm not right now. Okay, I had a nightmare the other night falling out of a chair. Had woke me up from my sleep. Let's go back to green.
Green flag in the air.
Stephen O'Hare, King, Stabnow, Maine's top 5.
Our producer's singing to us here in the production booth. As Tyler King to the lead in the number 44, the pole sitter. Back to the lead in car or truck number 44, bringing Dan West Jr., the points leader with him. Tyler King back out front. The Peels Oranges number 44 led him to green, led the first lap. It's been Stephen O'Hare and Dan West Jr. since then, but the Racetrack King back out front.
Tyler King, the Racetrack King, the 44. He is one of those drivers that are in the playoffs. The number 5 seed needs to do what he can to advance into the round of 8, and we'll do it. But here comes Dan West Jr. He's trying to go for the trifecta.
To the lead in the number 55. But Stephen O'Hare following suit. And Devin West, Monday night's Cup Series winner at Richmond, trying to get himself back up there. Finally broke through for that first Cup win Monday night. Here comes Jeff Stabnow in the number 24, and Ryan Maines, who was tied for that final playoff position with Dan Lowther earlier today at the start of the race. He's still up in the top 10 right now. Dan Lowther trying to break into the top 10 to get around Dennis Moore right now. Big crash behind him. We go caution.
Ooh, Kevin Smith Ergs crashing. A couple of other trucks involved, and here is your swag replay. By the way, presented by Swag E-Wraps and Graphics. They are located in Seaford, Virginia. Let the Sharks of Billy and Rhonda Smith carry all of your wrap needs, virtual or reality. Here's a replay. Oh, no. Turned. Is that Nottenbacher? I think it is.
That was Josh Beal. No, there's Nottenbacher getting through
Nottenbacher
Anderson.
Bye.
Fabian Anderson in the 37. Josh Beal was the one going around, facing the wrong way on the one-way there.
And how about
it was Caden Anderson in the 37 also caught up in that.
Yeah, and how about Tom Green quickly being able to get on the binders to avoid it, too. Good piece of driving there.
Done.
Work there by those guys, for sure. Oh, no. Caden Anderson up smoke.
Uh-oh.
Cheech and Chong is riding with him, and he's scaring away the virtual mosquitoes.
On board with Anderson. They rode tough break for Caden Anderson in the 37. Man, what a heartbreak for him. Always a threat to win every time he enters a race, and unfortunately,
so we are about to 50 laps in. We are 50 laps in officially.
yes.
Dan West Jr. leading the way. By the way, I mentioned the word. He's trying to go for the trifecta, if you will. He won the race at Watkins Glen. He won last week at Richmond. He is now trying to sweep all 3 races in the playoffs besides Sean Breitzman's win in Atlanta. Those 2 drivers would be able to carry their win on to the round of 8. And by virtue of doing that, only 2 drivers that would advance by virtue of winning. Then that becomes a cusp, if you will, Greg, of having to do by points and positions. And I think patience will grow thin for those drivers that are on the outside looking in to do whatever is possible to try to win and advance to the round of 8.
Trying to get it all done here. Get yourself in position for a playoff push. Round of 8 on deck. One under caution once again. Dan West Jr. and Stephen O'Hare have combined to lead the most laps here tonight. They've combined to lead just about all of them except for the couple that Tyler King has led. Devin West, we can't count him out yet, though, in the number 5 car. 3 wins on the season. Wesley in the number 5 truck in 4th position. The son of that man you're seeing right now, Dan West Jr., the 5 of Devin West. His 3 victories all came on 1.5-mile racetracks.
Still under caution. We will stay with you. want to send a shout out to one of my friends in Georgia listening to the broadcast, Ashley Simmons. Hopefully you're doing well. Look forward to seeing you this weekend at the race, the Georgia State Championship.
Hey, you are one busy boy.
Yes, sir.
My season's been done for like a month now, so it's a whole lot of iRacing up here.
There is no off season.
There is no
Our
off
producer
season.
says it
only
takes a lot to break chairs. Only takes a lot to break chairs. I'm literally standing up in the hotel right now. Okay, I'm not sitting in a chair.
I feel sorry for the people. I feel sorry for the people in the room below you. Boom, 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 boom.
Like, what's going on down there? What's going on up there?
I'm trying not to break a chair. How about you? For those of you who want to know exactly what we're talking about, catch the replay in the LSR TV broadcast of the Ezra Pro Series race from Las Vegas this past Monday night. It was middle of a green flag run. Wesley and I are calling the race in the middle of a green flag run, and all of a sudden we just hear ba-doom, ba-doom. Oh no!
You hear a
I just fell out of the chair. I just broke the chair. We had to cut to commercial because the room service lady brought him a new chair in the middle of the green flag run. We had to cut to commercial because we could hear him talking to the room service lady, and me and our producer were laughing too hard. We had no choice but to cut to commercial.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's true. And then I didn't even sit in the chair the rest of the night.
West Jr.
Eric Cheney. Well, we know what's going on in Wesley's. Wow. I'm going to block him. Can I block him?
No.
I don't have that power. I'm sorry. Please keep this PG-13 rated.
Green flag
Bring back out
in the
here
air.
in Charlotte. Yes, I'm calling iRacing in my room. Thank you very much. My personal life is my life. As we go back into turn number 2, O'Hare, King, West up the racetrack. Does Devin West have a new sponsor on the number 5 truck?
Let me take a look. See, no, don't believe so.
That looks like a different sponsor.
Maybe just a different logo.
No, that's not an LSR TV logo on the hood.
Whoa! One truck up there near the wall. Who was that? In getting up close to the wall, was that Cole Raz in the 10?
I'm talking about
further
Devin
back.
West, guys. I'm talking about the 5 of Devin West. It looks like he's got a new sponsor on his truck.
Yeah, but I saw Brock Denny get up really close to the wall there. I thought he caught the wall, but he didn't. He did a nice job keeping it off. But man, that was a scary moment there.
Have I ever been to Riverhead Raceway in Long Island, New York? No, sir. I've never been there before. But my boss, Bob Dillner, he's been there. That's his old neck of the woods from Long Island, New York. Yeah.
Dan West Jr. leading the way.
See that sponsor 5 truck? Okay. It looks different.
Yeah, that's different. A new. Yep, that's a new logo, but it's the same sponsor. There's Jeff Stab now behind him. Whoa, Cole Raz getting up close to the wall behind that. As the leader, Dan West Jr. got in the wall hard in the 55. That is a lot of damage on the right side of that truck. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Tedrick getting by him in 72. Problems on the man that was the leader in 55. And now Dan West Jr. has fell all the way back from the penthouse to the mid-house right now in 10th. More in 34. Trying to pass by him.
West trying to fight back on the outside, but man, that is a lot of damage on that 55. So I don't know how much he's going to be able to continue on before we have to come down pit road for a pit stop and a fast repair. Meanwhile, his son Devin taking advantage of this as he's up to 3rd now, going after the Beaver State teammates of O'Hare and King. trying to get up there. Beaver State Racing 1, 2, 3 right now, and then Team LSR TV with West Family Racing and Jeff Stabnow 4th and 5th. Cole Raz making runs though in the number 10, trying to get up there.
And now Stephen O'Hare, the man out in front. We are approaching halfway. My bad, we're talking on top of one another. We are approaching halfway on lap 67. Lap 67 will be 100 miles in, 101 miles to go for the LSR TV 201. And, oh, we got one in the wall. Tidrick in the wall in 72.
DJ Tidrick in the 72 getting gathered back up. Remember, Wesley, he's one of those drivers in that number 72 who are doing this race just for some extra track time going into Monday night's Cup race here from Charlotte, the playoff cutoff race there, because he's one of those playoff drivers in the number 72 in the Cup series. So he's doing these extra truck races just for some extra laps here at this racetrack.
Tidrick in the fence. I wonder if that's the same thing that happened to 55 of Dan West Jr., who, by the way, has fell all the way back into the top 50. Now being passed by Sean Breitzman, another man who has won on the series in the playoffs. And there's Nottenbacher, who needs to have a good run. He needs to win. Oh! Wow.
Nottenbacher, he needs a Hail Mary.
Yeah, I was going to say that, buddy. He literally, like Sean Breitzman, just about turned right into Nottenbacher, and he saves it.
Nottenbacher doing a nice job getting through that, though. He's up in 12th position right now, just trying to hold on. Get himself back up there, 13th position. One car around, one truck around hard in the wall. He was going for a big ride. I think that was the Tucker Dog special of Brock Denny getting involved in that one. And somehow we stay green. I don't know how we stay green there, but we stay green. I saw the 64. Now we get a caution. I saw the 64
up in
go
smoke.
in
They're
circles.
all going to choke.
Take a look at what happened here. Denny and Moore. 64, 34. Dan Lowther right behind him.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That was worse than we thought.
Ow. I don't know how that did not bring out the caution. We're hearing there was a separate incident that brought out the caution here. Oh, James Vining.
The Catman.
Going around. Who was that with him?
That was Carl Burke.
Carl Burke in the 53. Who's that behind him? Chris White, the 83. That's what brought out the caution. I don't know how Brock Denny's incident didn't bring out the caution. There's Caden Anderson on the outside, back out there after having his motor problems.
So I wonder if this bottlenecked the field. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. See, that's what happened.
And then they're all trying to get going.
Out the room. Carl Burke turned the Catman. He stuck it with the claws. Meow. Halloween was 2 weeks ago.
Really already that long ago? Goodness.
Caution is out.
Pit stops, everybody coming down, and no doubt Dan West Jr. is going to be happy that he can take the fast repair, as does Brock Denny in the number 64. Wesley, tempers are a-flaring here in this one after the fact.
I'm being butchered by Robert sending me gifts on the broadcast with chairs. People falling out of chairs. It's not nice. It's not nice. We work together on Freaky Fast. How dare you?
Boom.
Oh, well. Well. Pit stops. Patrick Clark will now cycle back out as a leader because he didn't pit. And it looks like Stephen O'Hare will be the first man off the pit lane. He'll stay in third.
I'm actually looking at Brock Denny. looking at Brock Denny in the 64 to see where he cycles in. He came down pit road, got the fast repair, but because he was able to limp it back, waiting to see where he's going to line up. I believe he's going to drop to the back because of hitting on a closed pit road. But he's got the fast repair in the 64, the Tucker Dog Special.
He wasn't supposed to do that, you see.
Bad dog.
Naughty,
now, the reason
naughty,
we're calling
naughty,
him the Tucker Dog
naughty.
Special... The reason we're calling him the Tucker Dog Special is his dog that he brings to the racetrack with him when he gets to Race Legends. His name is Tucker, and it's a long-running joke, even with Brock, that Tucker is more popular than Brock at the racetrack. Brock will even be the first to tell you, he's like, dude, my dog's more popular than I am. And we have been trying to talk our producer into letting us use a picture of Tucker as Brock's headshot here in the intro. We've been trying to talk him into doing it for one race, just one. That's all we want, just to see, or just so everyone can say hello to Tucker. But Brock has also said he's also discussing getting a new truck made up where it's just pictures of Tucker as well. So either way, we're going to have Tucker here on LSR TV at some point.
So, we are under the caution flag. We are just about to approach halfway. Greg Clark did not pit. What's your take of the first half of the race so far, bud?
The first half of the race was brought to you by the color yellow. That's my thoughts on the first half of the race.
And brought to you by the letter E. Or double B, Big Bird. Sorry, Eric. I'm sorry. I went too far again. I didn't mean to. Or the letter C for chair.
I was just getting ready to say the letter C for chair.
Oh, my
or crash.
goodness. Hey. All right. So it has been an interesting first half.
And Eric Cheney in the chat. Yep, Tucker rocks, Brock sucks. That's Cheney's words, not mine. Tucker's a good boy. Tucker's a good boy.
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
Oh my goodness, Wesley is panting like a dog. Oh boy, we lost it. Lap 68, we're exactly halfway in this one, and it took us the first half of the race for it to go officially off the rails. Patrick Clark and leading the green. This is going to be interesting because he's on those old tires. O'Hare, King and company, all behind him in this one, all on 4 fresh tires. Get ready because it's going to be a wild restart with these guys all trying to get up there. Remember, this is also a playoff race. In this one, a cutoff race. Going to be exciting to see what happens.
Ready for the restart. For the second half of the LSR TV 201 here from the virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway. The final race in the round of 12. Who's going to the round of 8? We're back under green. The second half. Here from Charlotte. Star Voice extended. Kicking the asphalt from America's home for racing. trouble, big trouble. Turn the sound off. Trucks scattered, crashed into turn number 1. Oh my goodness.
Take a look at what happened. Steven Paulison, playoff driver.
What in the world?
Paulison got caught up in the tail end of this. This happened in front of him.
Oh,
right there.
that was that Tom Green?
I believe so.
Oh my goodness, he got T-boned. Oh.
Taking a look.
We're gonna see. We're thinking the 36 might be the culprit of this, Greg. Let's see what happened to Clark.
Take another look at this.
He is off the pace and he stacks the field up behind him. Oh,
Gets
look
in
at
the
that!
grass.
Oh, that's finding. It's the Catman. Meow. No.
Out in the grass. Oh, Plybon there. Plybon there involved. Under caution again.
Man, what a tough break.
Well, the drivers are trying their best to be in good spirits in the driver chat line as Hayden Plybon, who, by the way, is making his first truck start of the season, was caught up in that incident. He says, well, there goes my championship hopes. Hayden Anderson retorts with that with saying, that's pretty sus for anyone who plays Among Us.
This is another calamity. A multi-truck accident involving one of the playoff contenders in Steven Paulison. Corey Walters getting the free pass. He'll fly through the field and then the 9 Hooters truck. Greg, do you think we're used to seeing this because this is the ingredient? Because of what we are, this is the last race to the playoffs, to the round of 8. You're going to see this type of atmosphere right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what it is. You got drivers that are fighting for their playoff lives in this one, trying to get themselves up in position, and that I think is what's causing all these incidents. Is these guys are just trying to go up there and race their tails off to get themselves in the playoffs. And you've also got some drivers who are making their first few starts in their career in this series, trying to make a name for themselves. You mix it all together, and you've got what we've had here tonight so far.
Well, this has certainly been an interesting one.
Just past halfway in this one. All right, we got a request for manufacturer count. We don't have the graphics for it yet, but here's the countdown. 11 Fords, 16 Chevys, and 7 Toy Yodas, as opposed to the Baby Yoda that's going around everywhere now. Put that back up here one more time in the chat for you. That's Chewbacca.
You
That's
say
not
Yoda, and I say Chewbacca. I don't care.
No,
You say
that's
Yoda, and
not
I
how
say
it
Chewbacca.
works. How it works.
It's what? Don't make fun of Chewbacca. Don't shoot Chewbacca. You skill. 11 Fords, 16 Chevys, and 7 Toyotas. Except our producer accidentally typed it and called them Yodas. Oh, you did it on purpose? Oh, okay. Never mind. He did it intentionally. You got a problem with Toyota, huh? You got a problem with Toyota?
Drive Toyota, you will.
You got a problem with the Toyota car? You not like my car? Huh? I put you in a Corolla? You want a Camry? It's the That's why I proudly
O'Hare
drive a
gonna lead him to
Chevrolet.
green. Stephen O'Hare going to lead him to green in this one. Tyler King, Racetrack King, his teammate to the outside. West, Cole Raz in fourth. What a performance Cole Raz has had here tonight into number 10. Up in fourth now after starting in 18th position. He told me before the race he wasn't sure what he was doing. He doesn't have a whole lot of experience in the trucks, and here he is in the top 5. Another great run for Cole Raz. His truck debut tonight.
It is going to be Stephen O'Hare on the inside, Tyler King to the outside. We're ready for the restart. Devin West, Cole Raz, row number 2. Jeff Stabnow, Ryan Maines, Ryan in the Atari 13, staying out of trouble, Greg, doing everything he needs to do to try to advance in to the round of 8. And John Nottenbacher, by the way, has moved into 8th position. Back to the Toyota restart zone, or the Yoda restart zone, as our producer calls it. Green back in the air at Charlotte.
Back in the air. Nottenbacher trying to throw the Hail Mary right now. Battling with Hayden Anderson in the 37. On the outside is Anderson going after Dan West Jr. now into number 55. Anderson's out of the playoffs, but he wants a shot at a win here tonight at Charlotte. He's making it look good on the outside, and that big number 37 gets Nottenbacher and West in one shot. Anderson into the top 10.
Move him up to that spot. He is up now to 8th. While that goes on, there is King, there's West, there is Raz. Sounds like a band. Trying to close down O'Hare. Here comes King. He had a shot, couldn't get him in the tall leg. Back to turn 1. Boy, one wrong slip and he is there, and he has a little help from West in 5 as they go into turn 2.
Right there trying to lurk on O'Hare, but down the backstretch comes Devin West in the 5. Lap traffic is ahead, Wesley. It's the 34 of Dennis Moore lying ahead of the field. Something went wrong on the 34 that last lap because he lost a ton of ground. He's in trouble of going a lap down here in this one if he's not careful. He lost 15 seconds. Don't know what happened to the 34, but something went wrong as there's a battle for second behind him. Devin West to the inside of King. He's got second.
And this is what I was talking about. You got Devin West, who's carrying all that momentum after picking up a win on Monday night at Richmond. His first win of the season of the Cup Series. And now he brings that momentum train on the truck 5. Looking for second beside King. They flip-flop, get fourth. Now Raz will get in that battle.
Wesley, Stephen O'Hare, the race leader, having connection issues. As of now, Devin West just inherited the race lead. I don't know what just happened to Stephen O'Hare, but we just had connection issues on the race leader.
It says he's
suddenly,
in the pits.
Yeah, the side-by-side battle between King and West is suddenly for the lead as O'Hare has connection issues. The iRacing version of mechanical issues. That is huge because this is a playoff cutoff race. He is a playoff driver. Oh my gosh.
And you saw him literally dive back into turn 1 a lap ago, and he just disappeared. And now O'Hare has fell all the way back to the pit lane in 25th. And while that goes on, here's a battle for the lead. Devin West to the inside. Here they come up top shelf out of turn 4.
West trying to get through.
Trying to carry Raz with him. Will they go 3 wide for the lead? Oh, he thought better of it. Went to the inside to go with West. Then he backed off and went with King.
Raz now to the inside of King, and he's got Caden Anderson coming. Help is on the way for Cole Raz, and it's the 37 of Anderson trying to get to the inside of Ryan Maines, who right now he's just trying to truck along and get this playoff spot. Locked up in the 13 as Anderson gets around and move Anderson to 4th. Coming up on lap traffic as well. Devin West leader, Cole Raz trying to get to 2nd. But Tyler King, Racetrack King, trying to hold on. Raz able to clear for 2nd, and here comes Anderson.
And while that goes on, Devin West down in front. King gets a little razzle-dazzle for Shizzle-Dizzle. He'll move up to the number 2 position. Here comes King battling back on the bottom for the bridesmaid spot. He'll carry Anderson with him. He had engine problems earlier. Here they come roaring to the start-finish line right now.
Anderson able to get around him for third. Use the fast repair. Got the motor back out there. It is confirmed. Stephen O'Hare in the 41 did drop out of the session. Sounds like he is done for the day in the number 34. Or 41, excuse me. What a heartbreak for Stephen O'Hare. Led the most laps of the race in the first half, and unfortunately, it all comes to an end while leading the day. Connection issues. But now, it's Devin West's turn to lead up front. Winner on Monday in the Cup Series at Richmond, trying to back it up here with a win at Charlotte.
What a show this is. We're down to 50 laps to go. Devin West down in front. The Raz in second. Cole Raz, one of the new guns in town in the Northwest. From Arizona, the Valley of the Sun. But one thing for certain, he is making his presence known this first week forward in the Cup and the Truck Series. Anderson redeeming himself from problems earlier in Truck 37. Moving to third, Ryan King, Ryan Maines, Tyler King, Ryan Maines. Dan West Jr. is 6th. Stabnow is 7th. There he is, and there's Nottenbacher doing what he needs to do, Greg. He is in the top 10, even after beating a wreck earlier in the 89, trying to climb the ladder to advance into the round of 8 for the West Bay Napa Auto Parts Truck Playoffs of 2021. Chris White, there on the inside. Okay, there you are. You're back. I didn't know where you went.
Yeah, sorry, Wesley. We're having some issues on my end here. Tyler King up in the 4th spot. Ryan Maines in 5th. Dan West Jr. able to get around Maines now for the 5th spot. So Dan West Jr. starting his charge back to the front as here comes Anderson to the inside of Raz for 2nd.
$50 laps to go. Under 50 remaining now. 47 remaining. As there is also Eden Anderson. He has moved to 2nd. One of those drivers, Greg, as we see also Raz behind him, that was so close in making the playoffs in both the Cup and Truck Series, but just missed it by a hair because they hadn't been able to run that long enough.
But he always has speed in the 37, and he told us a few weeks ago, watch for him to make a full run in 2021 in this number 37, and here he is up in 2nd once again. We're going to get a rematch of Monday night in Richmond here in this one. Rematch coming up. Anderson and West once again. West got the better of Anderson last night. Can Anderson get some redemption this time with Cole Raz right behind him? The Arizona driver who resides in Lake Oswego, Oregon. That's how he's eligible for the Northwest Series, having a stellar truck debut here in the 10.
Raz always in the wall. Right behind him is Dan West Jr. Will he take advantage of this? How much damage is on the 10 that ate the fence a moment ago out of 4? 44 laps to go. Saw Blade top 5 as we approach the home stretch of the LSR TV 201. We'll go side by side. Evan West, Richmond winner, carrying that momentum into Charlotte. Here, he's out of the playoffs, but he's looking for a big win this evening for the Northwest Truck Series.
We're based out of West Monroe, Louisiana. We do custom T-shirts, racing. We'll do any shirt. We'll do schools, churches, fundraisers. We do a ton of event shirts, as you can see on our board here, all around our banner. Personalized. I mean, we do anything. It doesn't matter to us. We got the custom rugs. We use all the, top quality shirts, inks and everything, hoodies, hats. We do embroidered hats, embroidered shirts. Just you can call us for anything. We do offer the bag and fold to where you can receive them and they're already labeled and tagged and bagged, ready to give out to your customer and stuff. So you just call us and just tell us, hey, this is what we're looking at doing. And if we're going to put the car on there, it is 125 quantity minimum. If it's without the car, it's 60 quantity minimum. That's strictly on the racing stuff. If it's a business or something, if you race on Texas shirts, it's a little bit differently. You can call us. It just depends on your quantity and ink colors. Everything is hand drawn. I mean, everything. We don't Photoshop anything onto a shirt or anything like that. Everything that we go through, everything is drawn, and which is the reason for the art fees. Because we do have several graphic artists that draw for us, and they're really good. So what we do is on any package that you do, we can mix and match. We can do any colors. You can do purple, red, blue, green, and do the rest black. It doesn't matter to us. With your design on there, we can do hoodies. We can do hoodies, long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, tank tops. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's almost limitless what you can do, and you can put all that together in that package to make that minimum requirements. They can call us 318-278-7191, or they can email us at bulletprooftees.yahoo.com, or they can go to the website bulletprooftees.com.
The West Bay Napa Auto Parts playoffs roll on. Sean Breitzman won Atlanta in the round of 12 to kick it off. Dan West Jr. won Watkins Glen, and last week at Richmond. And now the number 4 seed, Devin West, who won his first Cup race at Richmond this year on Monday night, is now looking for his 4th win. And with that win, Greg, he advances to the round of 8. He leads the way right now in truck 5.
Trying to do a spectacular job here and rally late in the number 5. 3 wins on the season, trying to get up there and get win number 4. What a performance it has been here so far for Devin West. He's got the blue banner up front in the playoffs. 3 wins on the season. By the way, Wesley, those 3 tracks that he won at: Homestead, Texas, and Chicago. What's the similarity there?
Cookie cutter tracks.
1.5 miles. Where are we tonight?
1.5 miles.
Yes, Devin West looking for his 4th win of the season on a 1.5 mile track tonight.
Atlanta, Texas, Charlotte, they all look identical. 1.5 miles.
Devin West won at Texas earlier this season. He won at Homestead earlier this season, and he won Chicago earlier this season. Hayden Anderson coming to pit road in the 37 car from 2nd. 37
and
truck,
Nottenbacher gets around Jeff Stabnow. This is for 6th. Here comes Anderson on pit lane. Yep.
Anderson coming down pit road.
Devin West, Dan West Jr., Sean Breitzman, they're all in the top 3. Here comes Caden Anderson. He's on the pit lane. Are they going to have to make a green flag pit stop, Greg? What do you think? Or do you think they're waiting for the caution to come out?
Nope, this is it. They're coming. Here comes Cole Raz in the 10. He slides. Tyler King, Brock Denny, Tucker Dog Special. 3 more trucks coming down pit road here. Green flag pit stops are underway, and Wesley with 34 laps to go. I think this is the money stop.
Money stop. Money stop. Cash in. Here comes Cole Raz. You want to make a pit stop? No problems. There goes Danny. Overshot his pit box.
Tucker overshoots the pit box. There's your race leader, Devin West, into number 5. He's put Dennis Moore a lap down as West trying to click laps away. His father, Dan, and Sean Breitzman, the 2 drivers who have locked themselves into the round of 8 behind him.
Nottenbacher
Devin
4th.
West.
Coming down to the wire, might I add, with the West family, 1 and 2. Sean Breitzman 3rd, the Atlanta winner. He's in the round of 8. Dan West Jr. in the round of 8. Nottenbacher trying to finish and win. If he wins tonight's race, he will advance into the round of 8, the playoffs. And we knew, Greg, Greg, that was the storyline that would have to be written for John Nottenbacher to still continue to race towards a championship.
Needs
Frank
a Hail
Harris coming
Mary.
off pit lane in 11.
Needs a Hail Mary. Does that pink number 89 LSR TV Chevy Silverado, trying to throw everything he's got. Ooh, boy. Oh, Ryan Maines was trying to come on pit road. Missed pit road entry. A lot of damage on the back of the 13 truck, Wesley. A lot of damage. That's the guy who was right on the playoff bubble in that number 13. This is going to be big.
It's another one of those drivers we were talking about.
See if we can pick up that 13 car. Missed the entry to pit road and got hit, I believe, by Brett Johnson as Jeff Stabnow came down pit road into number 24. There's Maines.
Here comes
Maines. Down pit road. You can see the damage on the back.
So Maines on pit lane. He was in 7th. He gives it up. Now there's only 6 trucks on the lead lap. 7 trucks if you count Maines on pit lane. The West family have not pitted. Neither has Sean Breitzman.
Breitzman got around Dan West Jr. But this late in the pit cycle, he's going to need to hit here soon. Don't doubt Sean Breitzman to take two tires here. We know he's going to attempt 2 tires if he gets a chance. Only 7 trucks left that have yet to pit. Make it 6 as now Ryan Maines gets going again. And I believe Jeff Stabnow in the 24 will be the next truck in line here. So, yeah, everyone from West to Johnson has yet to pit. Here, everyone else has come down pit road.
West is on in front, the number 5. Sean Breitzman in 2nd. Dan West Jr. 3rd. Nottenbacher and Stabnow, the top 5, they have not. Johnson, I don't believe, is either in the 7. So, when they come back around, it looks like it's going to cycle for the 34 of Moore to be the new leader, Greg.
No, he was
sitting right behind him.
No, he's another one who hasn't pit. He just went a lap down under green to.
Oh, okay. Will it be Anderson?
To Devin West. It'll be Anderson. Yeah, Dennis Moore. Dennis Moore had those issues on that last restart, and we've had our longest green flag run by a mile here in this latest green flag run. And Dennis Moore, it was in need of a caution to get himself back into it, and unfortunately for him, it just hasn't come lately. Ray Fournier calling that he's coming down pit road this time in the number 26. Still waiting for the likes of Breitzman, West, Stabnow. Nottenbacher, I believe, is on pit road in the number 89.
We're in the middle of a cycle of green flag stops. Nottenbacher's on pit road. John Nottenbacher in truck 89. And we shuffle the deck, if you will. Razzle dazzle. Look at Anderson. He'll pass West on his own.
Remember, Anderson's still a lap down, but on those fresh tires, you're seeing the difference in speed right now. How long can these guys up here, West, Breitzman, and West Jr., how long can they go? The only other driver yet to pit now is Brett Johnson. Uh-oh. Hearing words that both Nottenbacher and Stabnow might both be having connection issues at the same time here. 4th and 5th. They're on pit road and they're still out there. They have yet to return to the racetrack, both of them.
Greg, cover for me. I'll be right back.
Wesley Outland going down to check in on Stabnow and Nottenbacher. Nottenbacher, Denny also having a connection drop. Jeff Stabnow, internet connections as well. 3 drivers having connection issues simultaneously. You can add Brock Denny to that list as too.
They all got dropped out of the server. They got crashed out of the server. That's what we're being told.
We've seen this before. Darlington.
We have.
Darlington in the Cup Series.
People are dropping off like flies. We've seen this happen a time or two before. I remember Darlington and the Cup Series event when something like this happened. Some big contenders in trouble.
Those are two playoff drivers. They both make it back in, but boy, this is going to be big because now they just have to try to get up there and get as many laps as they can. Both getting back in the truck and getting ready to head or climb back out. Devin West on pit road, race leader coming down to you, Wesley.
The number 5, he's on pit lane. Here is also more behind him in 34. All these trucks coming to the pit lane. Sean Breitzman, Atlanta winner, won at a track that's very similar to Charlotte in the opening of the round of 12 for the West Bay Napa Auto Parts playoffs. He's in the lead now. Devin West, 4 tires, fuel, ready to bring this to the finish. Squills tires and down out of his pit box. More out of his pit box.
Dan West Jr.
And here
also
comes Dan
coming
West Jr. in 55 on the pit lane.
We'll give the lead to Sean Breitzman in the number 46. He will be the lone driver yet pit in this one. And I'm keeping my eye on him because we know he's not afraid of the 2-tire stop. He's coming this time.
No, he's not.
He's
No, he's not. I thought he was. I thought he was as well.
As long as he can. Laps to go. Only 5 drivers on the lead lap right now. Breitzman, West Jr., Anderson, Raz, and White. So when Breitzman comes down, there's going to be a lot of drivers getting themselves back on the lead lap right now. How long does Breitzman stay out there? And here's my big concern right now. That's going to seal it there for John Nottenbacher in the number 89. But Jeff Stabnow, he is in 22nd position right now. Does he have enough of a cushion to advance if he finishes in 22nd like that?
My heart breaks for John Nottenbacher. 6 laps down. Nottenbacher, Stabnow is 22nd.
Nottenbacher's back out. John Nottenbacher coming back out now. Still no sign of Stabnow. He just got refired in the number 24. Jeff Stabnow on pit road just got refired. Here he comes.
They are furious. That's all I'm going to tell you. When I went up there to the chat box to their communication driver communication, they were furious. Yes. 20 laps to go.
I believe Stabnow is going to be, for the moment, 8 laps down until Breitzman comes down pit road. That will change everything. Stabnow gets it going again. The number 24. He's going to stay in ahead of Breitzman there, so he's going to stay 7 laps down in the 24. Now the question is, can they, or is there enough of a cushion that Stabnow had to be able to advance? We'll have to wait.
Right.
See. 5 trucks on the lead lap. Sean Breitzman still out there. The only truck left that is yet to pit. Still trying to go out there as long as he can.
Cross the stripe, 17. Now make it 16 to go. Sean Breitzman leading the way. He has not pitted yet. Greg, could we see him stretch it? Could we see him go the distance? We've seen him play these mileage games before.
Yeah, but
what has he got to lose? He's in the round of 8.
Nothing to lose. He's locked in. Gonna try it, but man, I don't know. I don't know if he can make it that long. See if we can figure out when the last time he came down is. See if we can figure out how many laps he has on this stint.
Let's check it. Our producers will show you on the bottom the last time he pitted and how many laps are on his green flag run now.
We're 48 laps. It's the last pit stop, which I believe was the last caution that everybody came down. He is going to need to go.
It's going to be close. It's going to be
He's
close.
going to need to go 65 or so laps to be able to get there. I don't think he can do it.
Unless he's coasting. By the way, he has a 22.5 second lead over Anderson, mind you. So he could kind of play possum, if you will, and coast it, burp the throttle, conserve, do whatever you need to do to make this work.
He is going to have to conserve. Remember, a win tonight for Breitzman makes him sole possession of the most wins in Northwest Racing Series history.
That's right.
With 54. Right. Next victory for Breitzman, number 54, which would move him number 1 overall sole possession.
And that was Mr. Mark Waltz, right? He's tied with Mark. He's tied with Mark Waltz at 53. Correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Tied with Mark Waltz. You know what?
12 laps to go.
I would say. Honestly, I would say, don't pit.
Go until you can. Go until you're out of fuel.
RGL Motorsports, Charlotte Motor Speedway is 1.5 miles, 1.5 miles. That's the distance. 10 to go next time by. Hold your breath. Hope you don't run out of fuel.
And with him conserving, with him conserving as much as he's having to right now, Anderson catch him under green if Breitzman has to really start checking up.
But see, here's the thing that you might not realize, or other people might not realize.
Wesley,
as he is letting all these guys get past him, he is literally slowing down, and he's letting that draft help him cut off the air and save fuel as he works around the racetrack.
Oh, we got a car in the infield. We got a truck in the infield. Devin West! Second place in the wall. Caution is out.
Oh, no.
Second place, Devin West.
Caution, 10 to go.
Sean Breitzman catches a break because now they all got a pit. Second place, Devin West, driver, had just gotten around Anderson. Paulson in the fifth.
Oh, he hit the wall.
He right here.
Nottenbacher got into him. Nottenbacher.
And Anderson gets into him as well.
Oh, man.
The entire race gets turned on its lid again.
Over. Yep. Well, so much for strategy.
Breitzman catches a break.
I'm going to bring Sean Breitzman down here because I wanted to see if he really could go to the end. Sean Breitzman, LSR TV, CRN Communications. Bud, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got a copy.
So I know you got a caution. You really going to try to stretch that out and try to go to the finish on fuel?
No, I was coming in that lap.
Really? Wow. Saved by the caution, Sean Breitzman, but he overshot his pit stall. We'll see if he's going to go for the 2 tires or 4 tires. Is Sean Breitzman right now joining us also on communication. Sean, this has been a 4-tire stop for you. This has been a fairly interesting race. Did you think it'd come down to this with final 10 lap?
No, I'm actually pretty surprised about this. This was a nice green flag run to end the kind of race here, and unfortunately now we got the caution here, and now a whole lot of chaos going on right now. So I got me some 4 fresh Goodyears here, and we're gonna go out here for this win.
Do you think that not seeing the end of the flag yet, yellow waving, that do you think this is just gonna, light the fuse, as you say, so to speak?
Oh yeah, it's going to light a fuse under a lot of people here. So I imagine things are going to get pretty crazy here, and I know there's not a lot of people out here right now, but at least on the lead lap. But it should be still going to be an entertaining finish. Everybody's going to be jockeying for the lucky dog and all that as well. So I expect a few more cautions.
And no matter what, remember this in closing. Whatever happens along the way, we know Sean Breitzman and Dan West Jr. are advancing to round of 8 in the West Bay Napa Auto Playoffs. That's the number 46 of Sean Breitzman. Greg Rance, Katie bar the door. Business has just picked up.
And we got drivers coming down pit road. Cole Raz, the race leader, fakes him out and stays out there.
Pit.
Cole Raz did not pit. Neither did Dan West Jr. And suddenly, Sean Breitzman's up to 3rd on those 4 fresh tires because everyone else in front of him took the wave around. And this may have worked out for Sean Breitzman because all of a sudden he finds himself in 3rd.
Well. A quick break. When we return, the final 6 laps in the round of 12. Who's going to the round of 8? Who's going to win Charlotte? The LSR TV 201 finish when we come back.
Hey, it's Wesley Outland of CRN Sports, one of the co-founders. I'm also one of the announcers on Live Sim Racing, LSR TV. We've recently partnered with LiveSimRacing.com to become the official radio partner of all of the esports events. What is CRN? Well, first off, we're going to be covering esports like it's never been done before with our MRN, PRN type radio atmosphere like you experience with NASCAR. In addition to that, we will cover the Northwest Trucking Cup Series, the Northwest Tour, and of course special events and sanctions like swag and special events like 6 Hours at Daytona and so much more. It's very simple to check out the racing action, whether on LSR TV, on Facebook and YouTube, or by listening. And that's how I want to help you real quickly. Go up simply to the website, wearecrn.com, wearecrn.com, click play, and you are set. It's that simple. We're excited to be the voice of live sim racing. We are CRN. Follow us at crn.com.
All right, we got a little dilemma going on. What's going on with Brett Johnson in the 7th? They're saying he's the leader, but I think he went a lap extra.
No, it's a scoring error. He is being scored a lap ahead of the rest of the field. We're having to take a look at everything right now, but Cole Raz is the race leader in the number 10, but there's a scoring error with iRacing right now. As you see Brett Johnson coming down to serve a pass-through penalty here just to make sure everything gets sorted out. Cole Raz is going to get the lead back in the number 10 as the restart happens here. Yeah, we're back underway. Brett Johnson had to come down pit road to get everybody in line back to the correct position. A scoring error put the number 10 in front, or the number 7 in front. Here we go. We're battling it out, and Corey Walters and Sean Breitzman are going after Cole Raz. This is going to be for the race lead because Brett Johnson in the number 7 serving that penalty. 3 wide. 3 wide. Lead.
Breitzman against the Angels Expressway where Grandma hides the cookies from Grandpa. He'll carry Dan West Jr. with him to the top shelf. Cole Raz throwing a block left and right every way he can. Walters will go to the lead at 9. It's Hooters time.
Corey Walters has not won a truck race this season, has not won the Northwest Racing competition since Daytona in the Cup cars. Here he is leading the way with just 3 laps to go. Breitzman able to clear.
Breitzman back to the lead. Corey Walters back to the inside. He's not going to back off, by the way. We're looking at history. Either Corey Walters will get his first career win, or Mr. Sean Breitzman will become the all-time winner of Northwest Racing competition, bypassing Mark Waltz by 1 win at 54.
Cole Raz not giving up either. Or no, excuse me, that's Chris White in the 83. Similar looking truck to Cole Raz. Cole Raz has lost touch with everybody on those old tires.
2 to go.
This is down to Breitzman, Walters, and White. Can Chris White get up there and get his first truck win of the season? Or can Corey Walters tuck in behind? Yes, he will. They're going to try to set up one final shot to Sean Breitzman. They're coming to the white flag.
The CRN 1 to go. Sean Breitzman trying to hold off the Raz. Cole Raz to the
that's
outside.
Chris White. That's Chris White in the 83.
Chris White now. Wow, Chris White in the battle.
That's Chris White trying to get around him in the 83. Sean Breitzman trying to get the all-time most wins in series history. Chris White trying to take it away from him. They come down the backstretch into turn 3.
Down to turn 3. Chris White, he's got a chance. He's on the outside lane. Trying to carry that momentum. Breitzman will close up in front of him. We got Carl Burke crashing in 54.
And
They come
Sean
to the line.
Breitzman.
History is made. Sean Breitzman, the all-time winner of Northwest competition. He'll bypass Mark Waltz. 54 wins. And by the way, 2 for Dan West Jr., 2 for Sean Breitzman. They will advance into the round of 8.
The rest of the field, we will have to wait and see as the results roll in.
Wow.
Brian Maines and Dan Lowther both in the top 10. They were technically above the cut line. I believe they will be in good shape. The question remains, Jeff Stabnow finishes 19th position. Is that enough, Wesley? We will have to wait and see. Sean Breitzman burning it down here in Charlotte Motor Speedway. A history-making burnout, as it's a history-making victory. Leads the series all-time. His 54th career Northwest Racing Series victory. Sole possession of all-time wins, and he is happy, and he gets pinged there by one
That
truck,
was West,
and that's the
and
celebration.
That was more. And that's how we celebrate Northwest style here with a virtual demolition derby in the race ends. Here is your unofficial results presented by Waltz Beard Co. from, sawblade.com here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Sean Breitzman. Well, he was going to try to do a fuel strategy. Got a caution. Comes back. 4 tires are better than none or 2. And he passes them all. Wins. Chris White trying to make a rally, coming up short. He'll finish 2nd. 3rd to Corey Walters. What a run for him. Dan West Jr. 4th. We know he's got wins in the round of 12 like Sean Breitzman. They'll both advance to the round of 8. Cole Raz, what a shot for him. Ryan Maines. I think with that 6th place finish, unofficially, he can go to the round of 8 for the playoffs. Tom Green, 7th, the man that won the West Bay Napa Auto Parts playoff for the Northwest Trucking Cup Series. He is 7th. What a run for him. Dan Lowther, 8th. Enough. We'll find out. Robert Gamble, Frank Harris, your top 10.
Tyler King comes home in 11th with Devin West, the final car on the lead lap in 12th, or the truck, excuse me. Is that enough? We wait for scoring to come in. Dennis Moore and Dean Moore, 13th and 14th, 1 lap down with Ray Fournier, 15th. Carl Burke, Brett Johnson, Kevin Smith, Jeff Stabnow. That enough. Wow. In number 24, 19th position. We'll have to wait and see. Hayden Anderson, 20th.
21st to John Nottenbacher. His quest for a champ will come to an end, but he gave it a great effort. 22nd to BJ Tidd, their playoff driver, and Stephen Paulison, 23rd. Brock Denny, 24th. Wayne Rick, 25th. Stephen O'Hare, bad luck for him in the early going. He was strong, 26th. Patrick Clark, Hayden Plybon, Joshua Beal, James Vining, the Catman, your top 30.
Rounding out the field tonight from 31st on back will be Toby Ritters, Bruce Lee Weaver, Bryce Beatty, Dylan Kane did not start the race.
So coming up, extensive coverage. Greg, I know you got to part ways from here. Your final thoughts on Charlotte as we get ready for next week to kick off the round of 8. And that will be a barn burner when we go. I believe it, well, the schedule's not showing it yet. My bad. Apologies. Let me grab it real quickly. Here we go. After this race tonight, we will get ready to go to Iowa Speedway. It should be a crazy one.
Looking forward to that, Wesley. And we're going to be spending quite a bit of time in Iowa here as we got the Northwest
Sunday
Tour there as well this weekend. But man, oh man, it was one heck of a show here tonight in Charlotte. It was a long one, and we thank you guys for sticking it out with us. But man, what a performance tonight. Sean Breitzman, a history-making victory here tonight. As for the playoffs, we'll wait for official scoring.
We will talk to the top 3 finishers. We will wait for the updated points. I will at least give you at least the advanced of the 8, and it is all said and done. And it looks like it has already updated. We'll unveil that and much more when we return. Some close scenarios, some close stories. Matter of fact, Greg, don't go nowhere. Let's just do it right now, as we're going to talk to the top 3 whenever you leave. Dan West Jr. will advance as the number 1 seed. Sean Breitzman will advance as the number 2 seed. Even though he had bad luck, Greg, Paulison is the number 3 seed. Devin West with bad luck tonight is number 4. Tyler, he'll be 5th after finishing 11th tonight. Ryan Maines is up 1 position. He'll be the number 6 seed. He advances to the playoffs. And then it's going to be, let's see here, Dan Lowther, the number 7 seed. He will advance. And Jeff Stabnow, Greg, be the number 8 seed when it is all said and done. Wow.
Makes it in by the skin of his teeth. Great job by everybody there. Jeff Stabnow survives. Those are your 8 drivers that are going to a round of 8.
And props to the folks with the Northwest iRacing League to quickly get that information out to us. Greg, take care, buddy. We will see you Sunday for the iRacing Northwest Tour and by Joe's Racing Products at Iowa Speedway. Have a good weekend.
Yes, sir. We'll see you there. Thank you, fans, for everything tonight, and we'll see you Sunday.
And for those that are joining us, we'll be right back. We'll talk to the top 3 from Charlotte in a moment. Welcome back to Charlotte. It's time for the post-race show. We'll talk to the top 3 drivers after the LSR TV 201. We've unveiled the 8 drivers. They're advancing to the next round of the West Bay Napa Auto Parts playoffs. And we are going to talk to the man that is the number 1 seed. He picks up his 2nd win in the round of 12. Along with Dan West Jr. Wins here tonight at Charlotte, up 25 spots to get it done. Number 46, Sean Breitzman. Sean, congratulations, bud. Talk to him shortly. But right now, our 3rd place man, Corey Walters in the number 9 Hooters machine. Oh, so close. It feel.
Yeah.
Corey Walters, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, man, it was close. I was shaking up a storm, but I knew Sean was faster than me. He always is, but I'm just happy to finish in the top 3 and at least give it a good effort out there. It's tough going with these drivers, man. We got a heck of a field out there.
I know you were definitely trying everything you could to make an effort, just come up short. What was your take on that last restart?
It was good. My truck gripped right up, and I had plenty of speed in it. I just couldn't match Sean's speed in another world.
Well, a fun night for sure, Corey. I know that you are not one of those drivers fighting for a championship. You miss it by one spot. How disappointing is that by one spot in the championship?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty disappointing, but I was just happy to be able to get into it, to begin with. So I'm happy about that, and I'll continue to go out and try to get good races.
Wait a minute. Breaking news. Guess what, Corey? You are in the playoffs. You just bumped Jeff Stabnow.
No way. Wow. That's crazy.
Playoffs.
Awesome. I mean, I hate it for Jeff, but that's awesome. Hell yeah.
You guys were tied. You have a better finish in the round of 12. That puts you in the playoffs.
Wow.
In the round of 8.
Awesome.
Thank your sponsors. Good job, man. You're going to the next round. A sigh of relief to go to bed tonight.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I don't have any sponsors. I just want to thank West Bay Auto for coming on board with us. That's pretty cool. I want to thank you guys up in the booth. I want to thank Sean and Jeff and all those guys who put on the show. And yeah, I mean, it was a good night.
You could say you want to thank Hooters because you always have Hooters on your truck.
I love me some Hooters, bud. They got good wings.
Is it the Hooters or the women? What is it? Thank you, Corey. Congratulations, bud. You are in the next round of the playoffs. Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
How about that? Breaking news. I was about to ask him a heartbreaking question. Actually, he makes it in. Corey Walter, second place, going to the driver of Chris White. Chris, number 83. Man, I'll tell you what, that SimStar entry, so strong. You had a shot at him. It looked like the outside was the way to go. What's your take on second tonight in Truck 83?
Anytime you can get up here and finish in the top 3, it's a huge accomplishment. Like Corey said, it's tough running with these guys. It's a huge bunch of talent out here, and we're starting here recently, adding more drivers in. So things are picking up and growing. So getting up here in the top 3 is definitely a huge plus. But it would have been nice to have been one spot further forward.
Definitely tried for sure. Can you take this momentum from the truck race and use it for the Cup race, where we know you're in the playoffs for the Cup Series on Monday night?
Oh, certainly. I mean, there's differences between the truck and the car, but I like Charlotte. Charlotte's a good track for me when we're not on the Roval. But yeah, we'll take some notes from tonight, and we'll move over to the Cup car, and hopefully we'll be up front again Monday night.
All right, buddy. Before I let you go, thank your sponsors. Appreciate you.
Yeah, anyone interested in AMSOIL, check out interstatesynthetics.com. I got AMSOIL and Interstate Synthetics on the truck as always, sponsoring this Ford F-150. Great stuff there. Check it out. Thank you guys up in the booth there, LSR TV, for what you do. It's been a long season, just a few more races to go. Great broadcasts. I got to thank West Bay Napa Auto for coming on board and sponsoring the playoffs this year, and it's a good thing there. And certainly got to give a shout out to the top 8 that moved forward, and we wish them the best going forward.
Chris White will settle SimStar Motorsports number 83 for the runner-up position. And finally, the winner, the number 46, Sean Breitzman. History. Not only is it a win in his second win in the round of 12 to advance into the round of 8, he's the number 2 seed. And in addition to that, is the all-time winner of Northwest Racing Competition, surpassing Mark Waltz at 53. He tied it just a couple of weeks ago in the series. And now, Sean, you are the all-time winner of the Northwest competition. What is your take of that? Congratulations, sir.
Oh my gosh, Wes! I actually forgot about that. So it's amazing. 54 wins, just one surpassing here Mark Wallace, who's been a staple in the league and a creator of the league. So I can't even really put to words what it means to me to pass Mark as far as the win lead goes. And I know it'll be a battle. I know he'll be back some point, and we'll be battling with him, Jeff, and if Jason Berg ever comes back out, we'll be battling with him and Dan as well. So it's going to be a an all-time win leader thing that's going to be changing. But I look forward to holding that onto that for a while.
So let's talk about this race. It looked like it was yours. The caution came out with under 10 laps to go. You said that, Leslie, I was literally preparing to come down to pit lane and pit. You knew you couldn't go the distance. The word luck is used in racing, good and bad. I think you can say, suffice to say, it's in your favor. And then when Raz did not pit, you did. 4 tires and fuel. I think everybody else was sitting ducks on this last restart.
Yeah, just, obviously knowing that I had to pit, if I would have stayed out, I got eaten up. So it definitely had to pit there, being on, almost 50 lap old tires and no matter what, needing fuel and all that. So I was surprised to see the other cars that had pitted earlier not go ahead and come into pit road and grab fresh ones. I mean, there wasn't that many people in the lead lap. So.
Well, Bud, what does this race win mean to you? Obviously, history-making, surpassing Mark Waltz at 50 wins, 2 wins, you and Dan West Jr. in the round of 12, and now you advance to the round of 8. Where do you take this momentum into Iowa, where it's just going to get harder and harder?
That's, again, it's hard to come up with words to say what it means to me. I found the league, joined Mark Walls and what used to be a different team and a different league, and ran with them and I'm still good friends with Mark. And it just means a lot to be on that same level. Mark is an unbelievable talent. And like I said, I can't wait till he comes back so we can race side by side again. But moving forward, we're going to have an uphill battle, to be honest. We're going to miss the first round here at Iowa and our first race, and we're going to have to battle the next 3 races to try to make it, get a win, or get some luck on our side, which we've had a lot of the season here. So hopefully that luck stays around for us.
So in closing, you're not going to be at Iowa next week.
Correct. I will be getting ready to celebrate Thanksgiving back home. So we're flying out on Thursday morning. So we're gonna miss out on the truck race. So
wow. So that is a opportunity for some other drivers to try to take advantage of it. Sponsors, congratulations, Sean. We got to go. Win number 6 in the season for you.
Absolutely. Got to thank Bright's Boutique, LSR TV for sponsoring the Toyota Tundra here tonight. It was actually a really good piece. Got to thank West Bay Napa Auto Parts for sponsoring the playoffs and the last part of the series. So big shout out to West Bay Napa Auto Parts. If you guys are in the Northwest, they have 12 locations all over the Northwest. Go check them out. And then just got to thank Central Welding Supply and everybody here in the Northwest Racing Series. A lot of competition here, and an unfortunate break here in the round of 12 for a man that dedicates a lot of his time to the Northwest Racing Series. So hopefully good things will come out, and he'll just go on a win streak and tear it up.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations again, Sean Breitzman. History. And he advances into the next round of the playoffs. Quick, one more as we have wrapped up our top 3 interviews. The number 1 seed is Dan West Jr. 10 wins for him. He won the first 2 races in the round of 12. Sean Breitzman, who just won here at Charlotte, he also has 2 wins in the round of 12. 5 wins total. Also, Stephen Paulison, 3rd. Devin West, the number 4 seed. Tyler King, 5th. Ryan Maines, Dan Lowther, Corey Walters will fight for the championship in the round of 8. For drivers like Jeff Stabnow, Stephen O'Hare, John Nottenbacher, and James Vining, sadly, their quest for a championship in Season 7 will end in the round of 12. We'll have coverage for the Northwest iRacing Cup Series for their final race of the season on Monday night, right here on LSR TV and CRN from Charlotte Motor Speedway. And the round of 8 begins at Virtual Iowa Speedway next Thursday night. And again, big thanks to West Bay Napa Auto Parts for being the title sponsor of the playoffs. Congratulations again to Sean Breitzman, winner at Charlotte, America's home for racing virtually, in in the LSR TV 201. For executive producer Charles Wooten, for my colleague Greg Rentz, I'm Wesley Outland. Thank you for joining us. We'll be live tomorrow night with coverage of the American iRacing League, 8:15 Eastern Time on Live Sim Racing. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Keep on praying for America and continue on as the quest for the championship rolls on in Northwest competition.
This broadcast is the copyrighted work of LSR TV and may not be rebroadcast, retranslated, or used in any form without the express written consent of 52 Media LLC and iRacing.com Motorsports Simulations. LSR TV would like to thank you for your support, and we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast.